Hi, everybody. Come on in. The audience is saying, oh, because they're weirdly stupid tonight. Aren't they? We invited a special audience tonight of people who are, well, special, really. No, we've got a very exciting show for you tonight, don't we? We've got Jeff Peterson, the robot skeleton. Yep. We have Secretariat, not a real horse. But more importantly, we have the greatest band in late-night television, Alfredo Sauce and the Shy Fellas. Now, the only problem, of course, is that they're too shy to appear on television. Isn't that right, fellas?
That's correct. They're very shy, very shy.
Now, people say to me, Craig, yeah, they're not real guys, it's just somebody doing a voice. And I say to these people, really? Could not a real band make a sound like this? Hit it, guys!
Oh, yeah!
So, now, the upshot of all of this is this. I've got a pretty bad sinus headache tonight, so I'm going to leave, and the horse, Alfredo Sauce, and the robot are going to do the whole show themselves. I'm going home. Yeah, that was a little bit too late, actually. I wanted to go home, but I was met with resistance. No, not from you. Shut up. No, from the production, who said, you can't go home. If you go home, we'll get a guest host. And I'm like, who the hell would do this crap? I look forward to your suggestions.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow. Hey, 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 tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Ford. Go further. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Quietly, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's enough. Thank you. Thank you. There comes a point in your cheering when it stops being friendly and starts to sound just a little bit sarcastic. Don't you think?
It's a little too much.
A little too much, like, yeah, uh-huh, oh, we're still clapping for you. Even though this is not The Price is Right and we've been warmed up by a so-called warm-up comedian.
He's not really a comedian.
I sometimes wonder if the audience are warmed up at all, if I come out and they're icy cold.
Yeah, they seem very distant.
They
very
do.
distant.
Well, not distant, just kind of like hostile.
Hostile.
Yeah. They have this kind of like, yeah. You know, they're clapping, but in their eyes I can see hatred. Perhaps I'm wrong.
They're quietly judging you.
They're quietly judging me. That's right. It's like being back home with my family.
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes now, Mr. On TV. Middle of the night, though, isn't it?
With your suits and your ID.
Aye, you're saying things on American television, you're rubbish. Did I tell you about that thing when we were in Scotland, when we were filming in Scotland? And I heard some people were nearby us. We were doing some filming for the show. And somebody said, what's all that filming going on there? And they said, oh, it's Craig Ferguson. He's famous, but only in America.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
And I was like, I'm not really famous in America either. Anyway, I've got a bit of a headache tonight.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I've had this sinus infection, and now it's giving me a headache.
Well, you should take the night off. Just...
All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to take night off. You know why?
Why is that?
Racism. That's why. Racism, right there. You can't have the night off because I'm an immigrant.
Racist.
You will work or you'll go back to the chimneys of Scotland. Come on back and clean the chimney, Craig. There's no shame in failure. Oh, God. Oh, it's a great day for America, everybody. Yeah, no, it is. Here's the thing. I've kind of warmed to them. They're nice now.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I thought you were hostile, but now I can see that you're just shy. Anyway, it's a big night if you're into a little thing called fashion. Because if you know anything about me, you know I like nothing more than fashion. Whoa, that's hurting my sore head.
That's bad.
Because earlier tonight I watched the new, because we're live, of course, I watched the new Tim Gunn show. You watched Tim Gunn's new show?
Yeah.
Under the Gun. You get the poster for it? There it is there. Now, they have the woman under Tim's midsection or his gun might go off. Now, you... It's a stupid joke made by a man with a sinus infection. Now, we all know lovely Tim Gunn. He's been here many times.
Yeah, good guy.
A lovely man, Tim Gunn. He's from Project Runway. He's got his catchphrase, make it work. It's a great catchphrase. It's much better than my catchphrase, does this look infected?
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
Does this look infected?
Yeah, no, I know that one.
Yeah. What were our other catchphrases? That sounded dirty. That was one.
Yeah, and there goes my penis.
There goes my penis.
Yep.
Anyway, make it work is one of the two catchphrases that make supermodels snap to attention. The other one is, look, cocaine.
Yeah.
Now, on Project Runway, Tim was Heidi Klum's sidekick, but now Tim's off on his own. He's got his own show, and there's not really a part for Heidi in his show. And I'm like, Tim, watch yourself. You do not want to piss off a German. Careful, Mr. Gunn. I met you, I will destroy you. In fashion, 1 minute you are in, the next you are dead. Do you know this is true? Tim Gunn's father worked as an FBI agent under J. Edgar Hoover.
Oh, wow.
I know. That's how Tim got into fashion. His father brought home some of J. Edgar Hoover's dresses. He's like, okay, son, make it work. Did you? I don't think that's true about J. Edgar Hoover wearing dresses.
You don't think so, no?
Did you see that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Sure, yeah.
Was he wearing a dress? And that's the only reason I watched. I didn't see him wearing a dress.
I was waiting for him to put on a dress.
He didn't do it, did he?
No, The Aviator, that was the film.
The what?
The Aviator.
No, that wasn't the one where he played J. Edgar
Sure it was.
Hoover. I think the movie J. Edgar was the movie that he played J. Edgar. Yeah, The Aviator is when he played Howard Hughes.
Yeah, they both wore dresses.
No! No, Howard Hughes didn't wear a dress. Howard Hughes used to wear tissue boxes on his feet so that germs wouldn't get him. Towards the end, you know, when he went a little off the range.
You mean when he was urinating in mason jars? Is that
Yeah.
what
Well, look, if that makes you strange, call me strange.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know what a mason jar is. What is a mason jar?
It's a thing that I think hipsters drink beer out of.
So, like hipsters could be drinking. Is there a hipster beer called Howard Hughes urine?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Do you have any Howard Hughes urine? I like to drink it while ignoring my old Coldplay albums.
Oh, that's very hipstery of you.
What, ignoring Coldplay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because Coldplay were popular, but now they're not popular.
That's
with the
right.
hipsters.
No, they're no longer popular.
Because they're popular.
That's right.
That's the hipsters for you. The hell are we talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, no, Under the Gun, Tim's new show. I read about it in my favourite magazine. You have a picture of my favourite magazine? Yeah, there you are. Things you'll never see. I think it's great that everybody knows about the show. Now, when some douchebag at the gym says, which way to the gun show, you can say, Lifetime Network, Thursdays at 9.
I like when you talk like that.
Well, like this?
Yeah, yeah.
I like talking like this.
Yeah, it's good.
It helps my headache.
It's very soothing. Yeah, it's very soothing.
Thank you. I don't pay much attention to fashion these days, obviously. I'm doing this job. Designers, you know, they give me stuff to make me wear it on stage, so I wear it and they get free advertising. I'm like, do you think I'm a whore? They're like, yes. And that's how I got this suit for free. Thanks, Suit Barn.
Suit Barn.
Suit Barn.
Suit Barn.
Suit Barn. Or what's the other one? You'll love the way you look.
Oh, that's men's warehouse.
Yeah, can we say any of these? We can't say these things?
Yeah, they're
Why?
going out of business. They're fine.
They went out of business? Can't we say companies that went out of business? Because they don't advertise on CBS, or maybe some of them do. I don't know.
Well, that guy's gone. That George, whatever that guy's name was.
Well, the guy with
The bearded guy.
The love you way you look guy.
Yeah, he's out.
What? He died?
They kicked his ass out. No, he's not dead, man. He's gone. Yeah, he was.
So he's all right then. well, that's an upbeat bit of news. He's all right. He dyed his beard. He's one of these dyed beards. I'm going to dye my beard.
Which one?
The one that's at home doing the dishes. Kidding. Doesn't do the dishes.
This is
Anyway, we're done here.
all right.
Yeah. Well, we got through it, and I'm surprised because my headache, I thought, I'll never make it through.
Well, you're a real trooper.
Yeah, it's not really that hard, is it? It's just like come out here, talk to them, talk to you. It's not like it's a job.
No.
Do you want to go to the commercial break?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Tonight's program is brought to you by J. Edgar Hoover Beer. Drink it in a mason jar, pee it, and drink it again.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's keep it down a little bit. Daddy's got a bit of a sore head tonight. Bit of a sore head.
Yeah, we should talk quietly. We should talk quiet.
Let's talk quiet.
Yeah, like that. That's nice.
I like talking like this.
Yeah. Ooh, you sound sexy. Very
Oh, it
sexy.
does sound sexy. Jeff, what are you wearing?
Well, I am. This is a suit by Bob Barker. What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing Suit Barn.
Suit Barn, only the best.
What was the other guy that we were talking about who's luckily not dead?
Yeah, the guy, the men's warehouse guy.
Yeah. We can't say men's woohoo. Can we say men's woohoo? What the
Crikey.
f is wrong with you, man? We can't say men's woohoo. Well, what if I wanted to point at a man's equipment and go, look, is I can't keep up with your crazy Kafkaesque rules. Do you understand this?
Can we say men's whorehouse?
Yeah,
I mean,
can
is
we
that
say men's
fine?
whorehouse? We can't say men's whorehouse.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I could say it. All right, fine. All right.
All right. Let me just check because it's always worth checking if the rules are changing or in a state of flux. When I say ooh, yeah. Just checking. I think the audience is a bit shocked.
Yeah, they're getting a
that
little worked
word,
up. Yeah.
Yeah, they can see because they were special and now they don't feel so special anymore.
No, they don't.
They feel a little bit dirty. And also like coyotes for some reason.
Yeah.
What time is it, Jeffrey Pierce?
It's tweet mail time, brought to you by Men's Whorehouse. You'll like the way you feel, we guarantee it. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. You're quite right.
Thank you.
Do you want? Let's do our own jingle.
Oh,
Jeff,
this is
all right?
my favorite. Yeah.
All right,
this is
all
my
right.
favorite.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here come the tweets and emails. Here come the tweets, emails. Here come the tweets and emails.
Wow. Really good.
That was good.
Yeah.
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 All right. This is from Oscar in Raleigh, North Carolina. You ever been there?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
What a place. I loved Raleigh. Remember we went there and we played, what did we play?
We played Plinko.
Plinko, yeah, all right. Dear Craig and Jeff, how much advice does CBS give you about making your show? CBS doesn't even know we do this show.
No.
They're just like, yeah, we're loving what you're doing, Craig. I'm like, you guys haven't seen what I'm doing. Do you whenever I go to the CBS events, which is not often, I admit, but when I go to them, they're like, just loving what you're doing. I'm like, you've never seen it.
It's top notch. It's top notch, Craig. Just love
top
it.
notch. You're really doing a great job
man.
there. Okay. This is from Connie in Oceanside, California. He says, you ever been there?
Oceanside, yeah.
Where is it?
It's near the ocean.
All right. Dear Craig and Jeff, know any good lawyers in L.A.? There are no good lawyers on earth. Right?
Love what you do. Love your show. Love what you do.
Show. Love what you're doing.
Great
You're my
stuff.
favorite. My wife really enjoys you. Perhaps I've said too much.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This is from Lars in Milwaukee. You ever been there?
Lars or Milwaukee?
Lars.
Yeah, I've been to Lars, yeah.
You been with Lars?
Yeah,
That
been-
big blonde fella.
Yeah, that's right.
Lars says, Craig, how is this going to end for Justin Bieber? Oh, come on. You know I know. Rehab. I'm sorry. Rehab. Oh, I'll never do it again. Rehab again. 10 years later, what happened to them? Right?
Yeah, put out an album. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Who
put out an
cares?
album.
Enough.
And then he'll tour. They'll do a tour later on when they're all like old.
Yeah,
And
right,
But they'll
that's
all
right.
be together, so it'll be Justin Bieber and Miley.
Yeah.
And they'll all tour together, like, you know.
Yeah, it'll be the whorehouse tour.
Yeah.
That's right. What? Oh. I don't know. Just trying.
I have no
I don't
idea why.
understand. I don't get it.
I don't understand why they applauded either.
I don't
but-
either.
Hey, it makes them feel special. Let them
That's
feel
fine.
special.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Lynn in Marlborough in Massachusetts. Says, hey, hi, Craig and Jeff. I'm concerned for you guys. Are you very close to the wildfires in California? No, I think we're all right.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, there's a raging fire behind
Yeah,
you,
there's
Jeff.
Raging. Yeah.
Raging, yeah. Yeah, all right. This is from Joanna and Paul in Detroit, Michigan. Well, hello to you.
Oh, good evening.
Can you tell Hollywood we are tired of superhero movies, please? Yeah, I'll get them on the line. Okay. I wonder who this is. Hello?
Hello, it's Hollywood.
Hollywood, eh?
Yeah?
I got a message from Detroit.
All right, let's hear it.
Joanna and Paul say they are tired of superhero movies.
All right, got it. Why don't you tell them to kiss my ass?
I'll pass the message along.
Thanks very much, fella.
Thank you very much, Hollywood.
All right, ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Are you sure you're not Downton Abbey?
Don't you get wise with me, fella. Say, are you hitting the giggle water again?
No, you'd know. See you later, Hollywood.
All right. Still here, fella.
All right.
The hell?
So, Joanna and Paul, I've passed the message along. And finally, this is from Lisa in Vancouver, British Columbia. Person is clearly not Canadian.
Yeah, no.
First of all, they went woo. Canadians don't woo, they go. Lisa says, Craig, are you planning to bring the band to any of your comedy shows in Canada? Guys, we're going to Canada next.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. You guys coming?
Yeah, we'd love to go. We'd love to go. Yeah. But we have to be careful. Very shy. Very shy.
So what you're saying is you'll be with us, but not visible to anyone.
That's correct.
Why do you laugh so much all the time, Alfredo? Are you very, very high?
I'm stoned off of my ass.
Well, I think it's time for a commercial break.
Yeah.
I love doing the commercial break. Are you all right there? There's a lot of camera work going on over there. See
Yeah,
that?
what the hell is that,
Yeah,
man?
what's going on, man? Hey, get away from the fire.
You're gonna burn.
your
Oh, my
ass.
God.
Get
Holy
away from
crap.
there. Damn. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Everybody. We'll be right back. My next guest is a terrific actor, a movie star, and a director. His latest film, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, is in theaters Friday. Take a look at this.
Victor Shirevin.
Jack Ryan.
How was your flight?
Fine, thank you.
And the jet lag? That first night can be brutal.
I survived.
What can I do for you?
Routine audit.
So routine it couldn't be done from New York?
Not when you're concealing accounts from us.
You Americans like to think of yourselves as direct, but I wonder if perhaps you are just rude.
You Russians think of yourselves as poets, but perhaps you're just touchy.
Sir Kenneth Branagh, everybody. Sir Kenneth Branagh.
That's a very, very, very nice welcome. Thank
Yeah,
you
they're a very
much.
special audience
I think
today.
so.
They came in their own bus, didn't you?
You felt as though you got off on the wrong foot to begin with, but
To begin
now
with.
it seems like you're very close
Yes,
now. That's what
maybe.
I'm reading. That's what I'm
Yes,
feeling.
well, you know audiences.
Well, I try to.
Well, yes,
I do.
it's your game. You're a director, you're an actor. Did you cast yourself in this film?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wanted an actor. I needed to know he was available.
I would have been available, Ken.
I know. Do you know, I did think of you because I
Yes.
get to play a Russian in this film, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. It's the latest in the series of Jack Ryan films, the first one of which, Hunt for Red October,
Sean Connery.
featured the great conjunction of Russian and Scottish. I bet you must be able to do him.
Oh, yes, yeah.
in
I mean, because
Red
when
October.
Sean Connery plays a Russian submarine commander, he threw it himself wholeheartedly into the Russian accent. It was like, yes, that's right, I'm as Russian as can be. But it's a tricky accent, the Russian, though.
It
I
is.
mean, if you're not careful, you end up doing Dracula.
Yeah. And you don't want to be doing that.
You don't want to be doing Dracula.
Not
you
if you- not if
so,
you can help
welcome to the...
Now, I understand you are the king of the accents, though.
No, I'm not the king of the accents.
No, I've heard as much, and also I'm very, and forgive me if you've done this 1,000 times, I would like to hear live your Austrian therapist accent. Because, you know, I went to... I went, as a birthday treat a couple of years ago, I went to Vienna, and the first thing I did, I went to Freud's house, and I was very
Are
interested.
you in therapy?
No, I was just in Freud's house. But
Perhaps you're in therapy now.
Well, what do you? I mean, you look at me, and I know that you respond intuitively, and I'm grateful for that. What do you think is my problem right now?
Latent homosexuality.
Yes. Okay. What do you think I could or should do about that? What would you recommend?
Find a nice boyfriend. No, I have to say, if I'm going to do my Viennese accent, I have to tell you, it's very much like a creepy Nazi from old films.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that's all I can do. So I talk like this, really.
Okay. No, I like that.
So for you, so what is over, Tommy?
Maybe it's good, I think, sometimes when it's turned back on the therapist. And so I want to ask you, what are your secret desires? What do you think of when you wake up in the middle of the night?
So how's the film anyway? Did you shoot it in Russia? You making the film in Russia, did you?
We did go to Russia.
Moscow?
We went to Moscow, which you've been. I know you've been, and you've been to St. Petersburg. Did you find, was it true in Russia, when we were there, they have a lane in the middle of these very wide highway streets, a single lane, but for people who have paid a lot of money for a special number plate, means they can drive very quickly. They're sort of exempt from police attention, and they go at vast speeds, but it's a one-lane street, and they go two ways. So you're always like a heartbeat away from it. You know.
Yeah, it's a very frightening and kind of exhilarating place, I thought. Yeah. I loved Moscow. I thought it was really, really kind of odd. Did you go to the Park of Totalitarian Art?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's fantastic. They've got all these old communist statues.
Oh, yes.
Right, but they got them all together and put them in a park. So, and they're all kind of like angry at the communists. So the Soviets, so they've got them all pushed over. So like Lenin's going like that, pointing, and Stalin's like got his leg in the air and all that. It's very interesting though. It's really quite a place. And St. Petersburg, you must go to.
Yeah, no, this is the Venice of the North, isn't it?
Right, yeah. It's very, very nice. You think that when you go to St. Petersburg, you think, somebody here said, we have to make the whole town look more wedding cakey. More wedding cake all over here. So, how long were you in Russia?
We were there very briefly. We did the movie goes at a very frenetic pace. With Jack Ryan, Chris Pine plays him, and he is immediately fish out of water.
He's good, isn't he?
He's very good.
He's very good.
Very sexy lad, very handsome boy, very smart. And he's a wonderful hero because he's quick-witted and he's warm. And this Jack Ryan character, this everyman in difficult situations. Chris, we went to Moscow with, and we hit the ground running. We went to New York, we went back to London. And the pace of the movie has this kind of freneticism that is to do with putting the audience in the situation Jack's in. So it's quite even now when I watch it, I get quite sort of sweaty palm. Do you get involved in thrillers, and did you like that kind of thing?
Well, yes, I do, but not as a director, obviously. But yeah, I watch them. Yeah.
And you like that? But yeah, good. I'm glad to hear it. But
I'll see this one. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
But you don't get. I find. I mean, it sounds mad saying it about your own film, but when I watch it now, I still get tense. I still want to run.
Well, that seems to me to be absurd. You must have seen it like 500 times by now.
I suppose so.
You know how it turns out.
Yeah,
surely?
I do know who did it in the end.
Yeah,
I know who did it. Yeah.
Now, when you're working with actors like Chris Pine, and you've got some very clever actors in the film. And then you're in the film, you're directing it, but you're wearing your hair and your eyebrows and your cape or whatever the
moustache, and the
whatever.
The hump, the parrot. In
is it hard to give them the direction? You're like, everyone walk over here and do this.
That you've given me a very good idea for how I should direct from now on, which is not.
As Dracula.
You must all go here and do what I say. This is all you want.
Everybody walk over here. This is Italian Dracula we're doing now. Yeah.
It's well. I don't know. My Dracula was coming a little bit from. I don't come from here, maybe from Little South Valley. Ultimately, he don't really speak English.
Well, I think your character sounds a little bit like Upper West Side of Manhattan. Okay. He's not really like. No, works in a fashion store. Doesn't really have an accent from anywhere.
I don't know. I think possibly both these guys, my guy has no consonants. No consonant, only got vowels. Only got vowels. He got vowels, and you do that, he does this. Both were very, very difficult. And now he moved somewhere to the the east.
All right, steady now.
It's globe-trotting.
It's part of the fun, though, isn't it? Going around the world shooting movies. I mean, it must be more fun doing that than shooting them in a big soundstage in Burbank or something, isn't it?
Well, both are exciting. Sometimes you get to make magic and create sets and things that are sort of childhood fantasies. But it's lovely to go to the real.
I saw an old movie of yours. on cable a couple of nights ago. I mean, it's really going back. A movie called Peter's Friends.
Oh, yes.
Remember that
yes,
movie?
Yeah, I do.
Now, when was that? That must be like
1992.
You were a child in that film.
You all look so young, and now you couldn't afford that cast because we have my ex-missus, Emma Thompson.
Right, yes.
And Hugh Laurie.
Yes, who became House. Yes,
there
Stephen
he was,
Fry.
playing the piano, Stephen Fry.
Stephen, who's on Broadway now. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He's doing Shakespeare on Broadway.
He is, yeah. So
You're also grown up, and I'm doing a Tootsie Fruits crappy talk show
Oh,
on
stop
CBS.
it! Stop it! You're ubiquitous. You talk to the nation. You're the voice and conscience and intellectual soul of the nation. That's how I see you.
You're absolutely right. We'll be right back with Kenneth Branagh. We'll be right back. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Sir Kenneth Branagh. Have you using the Sir month? Did you get it put on your credit cards and stuff?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, get it put on. Sir Kenneth Branagh.
Well, maybe that's the thing to do. No,
I think it's great. I wish they had something like that in America, but they only have cash.
But that's good. That's good.
That's the reward system here. You just get cash.
But the presidents get their face on it, though, don't they? Which
The face on it, yeah, but you don't get to be the president. I mean, are you the president of Britain? No, not really.
No, people aren't seeing it that way. No, it's true to say. Yeah, especially my wife. I'm not even the president of my house.
No. Does your wife become Lady Branagh then?
She does, actually, yeah.
That's pretty sexy.
Well, that's
So you get to go to bed with Lady Branagh.
I do, and you know, obviously, but I'm in a suit of armour a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I have to. I've got that jousting pole.
Hey now,
Thank you. Thank you. That nice news.
So it's a jousting pole. Do you have recurring dreams, perhaps?
It's so enormous. It's very heavy, and I don't know what to do. I find that it clanks a lot.
Can he say this?
Yeah.
He can say. Oh yeah, he can say it because he's Sir Kenneth Branagh. If I say it, I get ooh la la. Beep. You're a racist, man. You're a racist.
But it's, my long pole isn't even as much of a problem as my. I'm not going to say anything about helmets or any of the because it's to do with the suit of armour is many things.
So you don't get a suit of armour now, do you? If you become a sir?
Yeah, no, you do get a suit of armour. You get a jousting pole. You have to joust regularly. I'm talking once a week.
All right, okay.
You know.
And you against other knights, like so you against Sir Ian McKellen or something like that.
Yeah, sure. So they'll come round. You know, we'll have some. You know, like get some marshmallows and
cheesy puffs,
cheesy dips, that kind of thing. Yes.
And then joust.
Yeah, and a little salmon tartare, and then we'll joust. I mean, and it's just a personal preference, but that's
why not. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart, he'll do that. Ben Kingsley, there, or we will. I mean,
they've all been here, you know.
It can be quite competitive. And do they bring their enormous poles as well?
In a manner of speaking, yeah. Anyway, look, we're out of time.
Okay.
I'm very happy about this.
What do I owe you?
You'll be all right. Here, look at this. Look at this. They're new. It's chocolate dollars, right? Yeah. But it's me on the chocolate dollar.
I'm loving that.
Yeah, look at that.
I am loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
That's the CBS equivalent of a knighthood.
Yeah, it's lovely.
You get yourself on some candy.
You have, if I may say so, on this, you have tightly curled hair. It's rather tightly coiffured. Whereas I see the soft and wavy gorgeousness that's before me. It's like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It does look a little bit like I got some kind of Scot fro going on.
Yeah.
But I used to have tightly. I still have some.
Oh no. Listen. Yeah, and suddenly, I'm like, can he say that? Can he say the tightly...
Can I say that?
The tight curly thing? Okay, right.
Anyway, we're out of time.
Okay, great.
So Kenneth Branagh, everybody.
If you're watching Craig at home, you're missing half the fun. Consider this your formal invitation to laugh live in our studio audience at a taping of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. Please give us a call at 323-570-0059 or visit our website at llstickets.com.
Welcome back, everyone. My next guest is a very, very funny comedian. He's headlining at the DC Improv February the 13th to February the 16th. His new that's me doing it with it. His new stand-up special debuts in April on Netflix. Please welcome the hilarious Christian Finnegan, everybody. Christian Finnegan.
Thank you. Thank you. What a pleasure to be here in lovely Southern California. Thank you guys so much. Such a pleasure to be here. My wife and I live in New York City. I am married. Sorry, fellas. It's okay. I realize I give off a certain high school drama teacher vibe. And scene. We do live in New York. My wife is sick to death in New York. She desperately wants to leave, which makes me so proud, because you're not a real New Yorker until you're pretty sure you would be happier somewhere else. Like, I love New York, I do, but it's like a complicated relationship. Like, I love New York the way Rihanna loves Chris Brown. You know, it's like... it's like, I know it's not good for me, but I just can't help myself. But she wants to leave, I want to stay, so we compromised. We bought a little Unabomber shack, you know, like a little dingy cabin up in the Catskills that we go to when we need to get off the grid, which is nice for her because she grew up in the woods. It reminds her of her childhood. I grew up in the suburbs. I moved to the city when I was a teenager. So to me, the deep woods has always meant one thing and only one thing: murder. Right? The woods equals murder, right? Like when the realtor lady was showing us all the houses, she was like, and if you look down here, you see this house has crawl space. I'm like, oh, that's where the bodies go. Of course. What is crawl space other than a rotting corpse storage unit, right? It's nice, though. I've adjusted over time. I've gotten kind of woodsy. I now own a chainsaw. It should probably be illegal, I think. Do you guys know you can just go buy a chainsaw? Like, they'll just give it to you. Like, you don't need to get, like, a certificate from a therapist or anything. They'll just give it to you. Makes no sense. Like, you have to take multiple tests to drive an automobile, but you can just plunk down $200 and they will give you this brutal torture device. I didn't even know you could cut trees with a chainsaw. I thought it was strictly for ripping through human flesh, but apparently you can cut trees. Who knew? It's nice. A lot of my friends won't come visit us, though, because they're scared like I used to be. They're always like, well, what do you guys do when you go to the woods? Well, if it's the summertime, we have a fire pit outside, and we sit and we roast marshmallows. We look at the stars. It's really nice. My friend's like, dude, that's like the first scene in every horror movie right there. No, that's how they always start. There's the couple, and they're in the woods, and they're in love, and then the murder shows up. And I say, first of all, we're not that in love. Let's bring it down. Come on, it's been 11 years. Be realistic. More importantly, I am not scared because I am 40 years old. My wife is 42. We are way too old to be murdered by a deranged psychopath. Neither of us is young enough or sexy enough to be targeted by a guy like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like young people, I feel bad for you. Like girls in their 20s, you can't go to the woods. You can't. 24-year-old girl, she can't go to the woods. She'll be in her underwear like, Kevin, you'd be dead immediately. Can't do it. Can't do it. The only thing she might have in her favor is if she's brunette. Like, sometimes brunettes can survive. Blondes always die. Blonde women and black dudes cannot survive in the woods. That's, I don't make the rule, especially if they go together. No, can't happen. But me, white dude, 40 years old, totally safe. You will never see a horror movie about a dude who goes around killing 40-year-olds. Be the crappiest movie of all time. Just some guy in a hockey mask, like, creeping through the woods, and he looks in a window. He sees my wife and I arguing over our Netflix queue. We were on Breaking Bad season 3, not season 4. You watched those episodes without me, didn't you? Meh. This is why we don't have sex anymore. Meh. And the murderer would be like, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You guys are kind of freaking me out. Saw some frat boys down the road. I think I'll go murder them instead. You guys have been great. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Christian Finnegan, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.